Today is a great day for lash equality. New So Lashy Mascara works for all lash types.
Light, straight, short, fine.
The breakthrough, the unique lash finder tip. It turns every little lash into bold, sexy,
So lashy.
lashes.
For me,
For us.
for all.
Celebrate lash equality with new So Lashy Mascara.
From Easy Breezy.
Equal is beautiful.
CoverGirl.
Can you tell us the story behind your self-lit yearbook photo?
Oh yes, literally the most iconic picture to ever hit the internet. Makeup lighting is like vital to have all the colors and everything show in the correct manner. So I emailed them and I was like, oh my god, like I don't mean to be annoying, but like could we like redo this and could I bring my light with me? And they actually said yes.
How can I be
The part that I absolutely hate is really old content. A lot of the scandals that I've gotten involved in, people love to frickin' dig up the past and old tweets and old stuff and just use them against me now. For me personally, the tweets that were pulled up were from 2013. They were gross and they were really offensive, and I've since apologized for them. I am not making any excuses for them because they should not have been said or came out of my mouth, and I definitely should have known better. However, that being said, there is literally no human being in the entire world that is the same person they were 5 years ago or the same person that they were when they were 13 years old. 5 years ago, I was just an average everyday middle schooler with like 100 followers on Twitter. They were all from my school. I didn't know what it was like to have a social following. I didn't have anybody watching me. I didn't have anybody looking up to me, so it was a very different world. I said a lot of really gross things that I shouldn't have said, and also a lot of things that I didn't really understand the true impact or underlying meaning of, and that's just because I didn't grow up with a lot of diversity around me. But now I know that those things are shitty and wrong, which is why I've apologized and why I'm addressing them. But it definitely does suck to have those things keep getting pulled up constantly when you've already tried to move on, educate yourself, and just be a better person in general. I definitely will always like reread my tweets and Snapchats before I post them because I have so many of you guys watching me and looking up to me, which is a really huge weight on my shoulders, but it's something that I am so thankful for and something that I am so proud of, to be leading such an amazing community. I would never want to degrade, disappoint, or offend anybody on purpose, so I am so thankful that I now have you guys to call me out when I fuck up so I can further educate myself and just be a better person in general. if you guys have logged into Twitter at all within the past probably 3 months or so, you've probably at some point seen me getting exposed. Honestly, you have no idea how fun it is to wake up in the morning and then wanting to cry yourself right back to sleep. I mean, this drama stuff can be really, really damaging and can be extremely, it can be really hard for some people to deal with. I have a really, really thick skin. I don't give a fuck. 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 Honestly, you have no idea how fun it is to wake up in the morning and then wanting to cry yourself right back to sleep. And then he says something really, really stupid, degrading, or offensive that has gotten me really mad. So I'll say, fuck you. And then this is the 4th time now that I've exposed him for his shitty actions. Now, I know that exposing somebody on Twitter or social media is not the best way to do these things, but I feel that as someone who has a huge following, especially of younger kids, relationships and love is a huge part of growing up. And if I have a huge platform of people following me, why not show those lessons for people to be able to learn from my mistakes? If you guys looked through my email and saw the amount of money and offers I was given on a daily basis, you would probably be freaking shook to the core. So many brands reach out to social media influencers about campaigns, but I reject actually 90% of them. If you use the code JCharles at checkout, you'll get 30% off. If you want, you can use my coupon code JAMES for 10% off all Morphe products. Code JCharles for 30% off your order. You're welcome. You can use my code JAMES for 10% off all Morphe products. Code JAMESCharles for money off. So if you guys are interested in testing out any Morphe products, you can use the code JAMES for 10% off all orders. And you can use code JCharles for 30% off. You can use code JAMES for 10% off. Code JCharles for 30% off. And you can use code JAMES for 10% off. You can use code JCharles for 30% off. You can use code JAMES for 10% off. And you can use code JCharles for 30% off. Code JAMES for 10% off all Morphe brushes and products. They're all bombs hell. Friendly reminder as well that you can use code JCharles for 30% off all products at Ofra.
Code James to get a discount.
Yeah, that's a good one right there. This doesn't look, this could be a lot worse, I think.
Yeah, no, it's not bad at all.
Okay, I'm gonna grab the light shade.